Hey, thanks for joining. My name's Brandon. In today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about the Microsoft Frontier program. We're going to talk a little bit about what it is and how to enable it for your organization. So the Microsoft Frontier program, you may have heard that term before, but basically what it is a early access program to get access to experimental or emerging AI features and capabilities before they become available to the general public. The Frontier program, like I said, gives you access to new Copilot productivity features. Again, that could come in the form of agents and other new capabilities. It gives organizations the ability to help shape the future of Copilot. So being able to provide feedback on experimental features and really just help us shape how these capabilities evolve over time. And then being able to try the newest AI capabilities. As you know, the AI space is ever evolving and it's very, very quick to evolve. So getting access to these new features can be very helpful in being able to help an organization develop their own internal AI strategy. A few things around what you get with the Frontier program. So Microsoft just announced the Microsoft Scout app at Build this week. I would implore you to go and watch the Build keynote, which talks a little bit more about that. But basically, it's an autonomous desktop application that gives you the ability to run a 24/7 AI assistant alongside you as an employee. There's other AI or frontier applications or agents like Cowork, for example, that is built in partnership with Anthropic and our relationship with Anthropic to provide Cowork feature sets natively within Copilot, among other Frontier feature sets. It is worth noting that in the Frontier program, because it is an early access program, Frontier features are or could change or expand over time. They could be removed altogether based upon user feedback. As those solutions or those capabilities progress over time, they may move into preview, meaning that they may be more widely available but still developing. And then eventually, as these capabilities evolve, the end state would be to be generally available. And then at that point, anyone has access to those capabilities, irrespective of whether you're in the Frontier program or not. So in terms of enabling the Frontier program for the organization, you would have to be an administrator. So this would be something you'd have to get with your administrator to enable if you are not an administrator yourself. But basically, you would go into the Microsoft 365 Admin Center, and there's going to be a couple of steps in order to get it enabled. The first is to go into the Copilot settings. You want to expand into the View All settings. And then down towards near the bottom, there's a Copilot Frontier button. So this is going to give you the ability to turn on Frontier features within the organization. The default is no access. You do have the ability to do specific users. So if you want to enable it for a handful of people for testing, or maybe you want to be, try it for yourself before you kind of turn it on broadly, obviously you have that option. The recommended option is for all users. It is worth noting that by turning this on, you're not turning it on for every individual within the organization. You're only turning it on for individuals who have a Microsoft 365 Premium Copilot license assigned to them. So an individual who just has a free Copilot license and is not getting an M365 Premium Copilot license, they won't have access to Frontier features, even if you have this setting turned on. The next thing is specifically with being able to access things like Cowork, for example, you do have to turn on or enable AI providers operating as Microsoft subprocessors. So in this case, we have a subprocessing agreement with Anthropic. And so this gives you the ability to enable Cowork features within the Frontier program. And then also, if there are other capabilities that we lean on Anthropic for sub-processing for, this setting would also be needed to turn on for that capability as well. So same in the frontier, you'd have the ability to do specific users and groups, or you can do all users within the organization, which again would be the recommended option. Once you have those turned on, it could take a couple of hours for it to populate throughout the tenant. But one way that you can validate is if you go into the M365 Copilot app. I'm doing this on a web browser because this is a demo tenant. Is you can go and you can click on agents, and then in the agent store, it'll show you things like cowork, planner. Obviously, these have parentheses and it says Frontier, so that tells me that I have Frontier enabled and obviously ready to get going. Hopefully this is helpful. I really appreciate you watching. And if you have any questions, please reach out to your Microsoft representative, and we're happy to help. Thank you.